biggest part of your life. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Now, listen to me, later. Here's something that the Lord says specifically. I need y'all to hear this. God says he's been shifting you. He's been shifting you, and you've been whining. I know this is for somebody that's listening today. He says he's been shifting you, but you've been whining. This has not been an all-out complaint, but it's an undertone. God says he's shifting you. He's shifting you. Listen to me. God says he's shifting you. He's shifting you, but you've been complaining. There's some whining that's been going on. And he's not reprimanding you. He says, correct that. In other words, here's what he says. Clean it up. Clean that up. I've been shifting you. I've been shifting you. It's been tough, but clean it up. Now, when he said this to me, God always gives me real life experiences to really show me what he's saying. That's just how he does me. And when he showed me this, Lady T, he says, now watch this, watch this. He says there have been times, and I've done this more than one time. I have went to gas stations, businesses, when there was a shift change. Watch this, y'all. You're gonna see this. I've been to establishment, businesses, when there was a shift change. The first thing I have experienced and noticed every time I've gone to a place that was in a shift change, first thing I see is a locked door. Number one, a locked door. Shift change. First thing that happens during a shift change is a locked door. Number two, during the shift change. Number two, you notice that the cash register is down because there's a shifting of money. So there is no flow of cash during shift change. No flow of cash during shift changes. Number three, here's number three. Number three, you notice that when the shift change happens, there are different players now, different employees, different people shifted into position. It's not the same people any longer. There's been a shift change. I need you to hear me now. Number one, in a shift change, and God says you have been in a shift change. Here's what is happening to you. Number one, doors are locked. Number two, there's no cash flow. And number three, there is a change in personnel or change in people. I think y'all need to hear me very clearly when I say this. In a shift, God says he's been shifting you, and you've been whining because you didn't understand. You thought the nothing that you experienced was God doing nothing. God does everything intentional. When there is a shift change, there is the locking of doors. Number two, there is the cease of the flow of finance. And number three, there is a change in personnel. Here's what you've been experiencing in this shift change, and you've been whining because it seems as if doors have been locked. It is God's posture right now that to shut some doors. Why? Because these doors are not the doors conducive to your future. So he says, I have to shut some things down. That's why you have experienced. It seems like I should have got the position. They should have gave that to me. God says that was not big enough for your shift. So he locked that door. He locked that door. That door has been locked. It's not because there's an indictment against you. It's because of what God sees. He sees it bigger. I know you drove there with an urgent need to get more fuel. You don't need fuel from there. He locked the door. He shut it down. Number two, it seems like there is no cash flow. It seems like things have gotten down to a bare minimum. That happens in a shift change. That happens in a shift change. Are you listening to me? It's not God against you, it's God for you. There is a shutting down of finance. Number three, there is a personnel shift. The person prior to the shift won't be the person after the shift. There are some people that are being shifted around in your life right now. It's only because of a shift change. You're whining. Your mouth is important. That's why we're teaching pre-season. This posture, this time, how you conduct yourself now will determine how you work during the next season, the blessed season of your life. You got to be very careful. You've been whining because you didn't understand what God was doing. And God says, I've been working for you. It seems like nothing was happening. but the whole time I was working for you. The whole time I was working for you. Listen to me. The whole time he says he's been working. You're going to see exactly what he's done when he shut the door, when he locked the door. You're going to find out exactly what was happening when it seems like the finances were not enough. You're going to see exactly what was happening when he shifted the people in your life. There are some people that need to be shifted out of your life. This is not an indictment. I'm talking to people that I know is about to win. It doesn't even look like it, but I know you're about to win. You look like a loser. That's exactly what God wanted you to look like to them, so that they will let you go, because you can't let them go. There's a shift change. It's happening right now. Your promise, your dream is about to come into fruition if you watch your mouth. Be careful not to speak anything other than what God has spoken. Speak words of faith that defy your current situation. Don't say what you see, say what God said. And if you keep saying what God said, you eventually see what he's trying to give. We're in preseason. That word pre is important. This is the time before the time.